Hello everyone, it's Beck and welcome to my channel. We are here on Maple Farm, ready to start decorating. Maple Farm is my March to March island. If you are new here, I'm calling it my March to March island because I am only using items, DIYs and villages that were available between March of 2020 and March of 2021. In my last episode, which was my first episode of the series, I picked out my island and I found out who my starter villages were. In the meantime, I have sped run my island to 3 stars so I can now start terraforming and get into decorating. I have had a couple of villager changes though, so I will just quickly show you my map and give you an update on who is living here. So my current lineup is Deirdre, Pappy, Ketchup, Jambette, Tex, who was my first campsite villager, Rasha, who was an autofill, Molly, I did get Molly from a treasure island because I love her. And last but not least, I have Lily. I found Lily with a Nook Miles ticket after Biff, who was one of my starter villagers, asked to leave. The only villager I know for sure that I'm definitely keeping is Molly. The rest of them will most likely get kicked out. But now that we have a 3-star rating, let's get into terraforming. As you can see, I've got some pathing laid down where I want to put the cliff tops. I want one on either side of the airport right when you enter the island. At the moment, this is just a bit of an estimation about where I want them to go. The one on the right here, I'm not really sure exactly how far I'm going to go with this, so I am going to stop it just at the river mouth here. I have already picked out where I want to put some inclines, so I'm going to have one here, and another one here. Now, I will be the first to admit I'm not that great at terraforming, but I am going to try my best. So I'm going to get stuck into building these cliff tops here, and I will talk to you again in a moment. Alright, so I've got all of the cliff tops built and I've got all of the inclines in. When I put the inclines in, I totally forgot that I can only have 8 inclines for the whole entire island. And I've already used 3 of those, so I'm going to have to really pay attention moving forward. But that's, that's for another day. That's for future Beck to worry about. So let's just get stuck into decorating. The only other restriction that I'm putting on myself for this island is that I'm not allowed to use any custom codes. So normally I would have put a nice dirt path right at the entrance here, but because I can't do that, I've got to get a little bit creative. Instead of just leaving it empty with just some grass, I decided to use a mixture of the in-game pathing. I'm using the light and dark dirt, and I'm also using the stone pathing. It actually worked out a lot better than I thought it would. I really like how it gives the area some texture, but because I've used the dirt pathing, I can plant weeds and flowers to add some decoration to it. so it does look a bit cluttered, but you can still walk through there as well. I'm just going to move my house because I've decided to also decorate the beach to the right of the airport here. I was initially going to start decorating the cliff tops, but I'm not exactly sure where I'm going to be placing houses or other buildings on top of them, so I'm not going to be decorating them just yet. So on the beach here, I decided to do a little strawberry patch. I think it would have looked a lot better if I could have used some custom designs, because unfortunately, and Nintendo, I don't know why you have done it this way, but you cannot use the in-game pathing on the beach, and I find it so annoying. I think this area would have looked a lot better with a few designs on the ground, because I'm one of those people that I just like to have, I like to have something on nearly every square, so I feel like it looks a little bit empty. But honestly, I think it still worked out pretty well. Okay, so we are nearing the end of the build, and I must say I'm pretty happy with the way that it turned out. I think 2020 Beck would be proud, because 2020 Beck had absolutely no clue what she was doing, and my island did not look like this. That is all for today's video. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed today's build, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and hopefully I will see you next time. Bye!